Good day and welcome. Thank you for joining me. So last we left off, we did those missions, but there's a bunch on here. This one too, eh? Long logs.
You are our guest.
Cargo. I guess there's room on Alaska for missions. Hey, Brittany.
Oh, not there. Okay, how about here? Ooh, that feels good.
There's missions on that one too, eh? This one. Lots of logging missions. I haven't done this one lately. The Yukon one is the one we were working on before. Did everything there though. Wisconsin. We haven't done Wisconsin yet. Let's check that one out. Have you ever been to Wisconsin? Map is unexplored. You like eating outside on picnic and campgrounds? I kind of split up the yes choices, but here people can pick whatever they like most, you know? We're gonna have to fix the monster rail. And we're gonna have generator trailers.
You are our guest.
Stephanie, thank you for liking.
about here? Ooh, that feels good.
Have you visited a lot of different states, Brittany? What did I eat for dinner? You're going to use up all your cat right off the bat. I had chicken souvlaki and corn and some potatoes. Easies. What kind of potatoes? Baby potatoes. You had Brussels sprouts. Nice. I kind of jumped over Wisconsin so I can get that one vehicle. Always revisit Russia later, I guess. But nice to be in a green area. Like mashed. No, baby potatoes. Don't mash baby potatoes. Mash bigger potatoes. Man, I can't keep straight. I think there's only one way to do baby potatoes. You had mashed potatoes and chicken nuggets and shrimp and broccoli and cake. What flavor was the cake? Looks like a way up. Do you like eating baby potatoes, Brittany? Chocolate with cherry and icing? So like you're talking about like a Black Forest cake? Maybe? Kind of white stuff on top too. On the cherries are on top of white stuff. I get myself stuck. Be stuck, I guess. Oh, rinky-dink trees here. Man, there's no going nowhere here, eh? What I was stuck on there. Something harsh, though. You'll do your dream light tomorrow. You're resting your wrist before you play Mario Party. What do you mean you're resting your wrist? I got a tree stuck to me. When's Mario Party? Why do you have to rest your wrist first? Any questions? And this is hard to just get this one spot, eh? Slingshots me back. It's like it thinks this tree's attached still. Oh. You know, if your wrist is killing you, you should probably take the day off, not just rest it for a little while. It doesn't sound very healthy. Look at all the states Brittany's been to. Holy crap. You know, you don't want to mess up your wrist for good, right? It's not like Dreamlight Valley is an intense game. Anyway, you know. You ever think that you might want to see a doctor about that? Probably just tell you to play less games. Look at how much I uncovered. But there's things everywhere here. You got Maine? Yeah, but using it a lot doesn't make people's wrists sore normally. It might be indicative of a problem, you know? Because all you do is you play video games. But you can play, like lots of people play 15 hours of video games a day and they're okay. So, you know, like Brittany said, it might be some carpal tunnels forming. You know, the thing is if you don't get that treated, you know, it'll get worse. And then it'll never get better. You think It'd be in your interest, since that's your primary hobby, that you take care of your wrists. You're not even doing it on a computer or anything, so that's even weirder, because you know, with on the Switch you should be able to play for long periods of time. Turn right. Florida and Nova Scotia are your favorite? But the reason Florida and Nova Scotia is your favorites is because you haven't been anywhere else. It's where your relatives are. And there's Harry Potter Land. You have some issues for a bit and it was carpal tunnel. And there's a point where it's not, you know, it's not fixable. You know, it'll be basically for, you know, you don't want to mess with that. You know how you don't like messing with COVID, Stephanie? You should not. Carpal tunnel's worse in many ways because COVID goes away. It's like a flu now. But carpal tunnel, you know, if you don't treat it, it could wind up being permanent. With more intense pain, you know? This place is all messed up, eh?
You are our guest.
You have wrist guards and stuff like that? You play handheld on Switch? Yeah, exactly. You use these things, you know, well, you want to take care of them. Unless you like being in pain. Kind of making up excuses so that you don't have to skip out playing your game tonight, but I mean, really, you should take care of yourself here. You're priority number one there. You don't want to, just because some streamer wanted to play, you don't want to hurt yourself. Resting dream for Dreamlight Valley is not going to help you. You know, they'll give you some, what is it? I think carpal tunnel, like, you know, first they try the wrist guards and stuff, but you know, it could come down to getting injections and stuff like that eventually. I don't think I want to go through the gist of the water with this vehicle. And there's more water. Do you have this kind of controller too for your Switch, or do you just use the Joy-Cons? Like the Pro controller, is that what it's called? I like using the Pro controller on Switch better than I like the Joy-Cons. Like if it's not caught early on, they can freeze up. That's what I'm saying, you know. I don't think Stephanie realizes how painful it could be. Gas station? What that? Step one, you know, if you don't got a Nintendo Pro controller, get one. They're awesome. They're a little bit more ergonomic too, which I think helpful for. It'll probably make you better at your games, but this is the one you want. That's the Nintendo Pro controller. See? It's the same idea, but your hands are in a better position when you're playing, you know? I would definitely invest in one of those. You don't use the switch on your. You can play it portable with it, with that controller too. How come you don't play it on your TV anymore? I'll just back into the giant gas tank. I prefer Switch on TV, to be honest. Oh, you got the Zelda ones? Nice. Way is it to get up there, I wonder. Maybe over here? Hey, Esta. Maybe you might want to give some suggestions here, too. Stephanie is saying that she's not playing Dreamlight Valley to give herself a rest. Her wrists a rest, because her wrists are very, very sore. And she was going to play Mario Party later on. I was telling her she should probably take a break from Mario Party if her wrists are really hurting. And maybe she should consider, you know, if she's getting sore wrists from playing video games, maybe she should talk to her doctor before, you know, she has like nasty carpal tunnel or something like that. Doesn't have enough room for both. You can get little adapters for that. Like splitters and stuff. Doesn't most TVs have like 3 or 4 HDMI ports? What else you got plugged into your TV? My TV has like at least 4. I mean, you know, you could always unplug your Fire Stick, but you know, satellite and DVD player. Well, you can always trade off one of those. I would probably pick the DVD player because, you know, your Fire Stick and your Netflix and all that stuff, that all covers most movies. And then if you feel like playing a movie that is only on your DVDs, then you can always plop it in. You know, like this. And then this. You know, you're talking to a person. I got 20 consoles. Like literally. in front of me. So, you know, I have to unplug stuff sometimes. Actually, not that bad. Oh, look it up here, eh? Not getting rid. You got rid of your Nintendo Switch though, and you're hurting yourself. So you gotta resolve that. That's important. Although I think you can still use those controllers with the Switch. It's just, you know, you have to set up your screen a different way though. You have to plop it onto something. And, you know, you probably want to start getting used to using your TV too, because the Switch 2, they've already said that it's going to sacrifice processing power when it's portable. So you're going to want to play some games on the TV anyway. Can't see crap. Well, you take a note right now. Take a note that on this date, we warned you. We warned you that you probably should take care of your wrists because you're going to be complaining later. Not buying Switch 2? You'll buy Switch 2 eventually. You know, everybody else is going to be showing off these games on Switch 2 that you won't be able to play. And eventually you'll want to Switch 2. Wait till Mario Party comes out in Switch 2 and all the other great ones, you know. Pokemon can barely play on Switch 1 as it is. Like, stutters pretty badly. There's going to be a new Assassin. Well, I mean that is. Oh, Animal Crossing. I was thinking Assassin's Creed. Yeah, Animal Crossing. That'll convince Stephanie to buy a Switch too. That's true. I'm not telling you to get rid of it. I'm just saying you unplug the cord, and then you know if you can't get that movie that you feel like watching covered via Netflix or one of the other ones, then you just plug it back in, watch your movie, and then you know unplug it again. You know the DVDs probably. I mean, most movies are on Netflix. You know, I felt like watching Scott Pilgrim. It was on Netflix. I didn't have to grab it from my wall. You can't play your Switch. I heard they're supposed to be compatible though. That it's going to be backwards compatible with Switch. But we'll see what happens there. Most places are not selling movies anymore. No, but Stephanie watches old Christmas movies and stuff. Can't use your controllers either. Well, it'll come with controllers. I'm not sure the full extent of its compatibility, but um, hopefully it won't be too bad. All right, so where are we? We're up here. We want to find our way over to this tower right there, I guess. And that'll have the whole map uncovered. Gonna go down here. Maybe I should grab that on the way. There's a gateway. Warehouse there. You have a bunch of DVDs. I have I don't know, 100 DVDs right beside me. And honestly, I could, if I feel like watching one, well, first I can plunk it into my Xbox, but second of all, um, I mean, it's easy to unplug a HDMI cord. I mean, it's not really that much to it. It's just like plugging a mouse in or something. You just put it in, just like remember those little block kits they had for kids? The square goes in the square, the circle goes in the circle. You just find the same shape as the DVD cord end, and away you go. We will see already. No, I'm getting Switch 2. Brother said he's buying 3 when they come out. Oh, really? So Brittany's buying Switches like people bought toilet paper during the pandemic. Um, but yeah, I don't know. As far as it goes, I mean, like I said, most of those movies are going to be probably on Netflix. Because, it's Netflix or Amazon, or Disney or whatever. They'll be, and then, if there's one that you don't feel like watching, you unplug the cord, plug it in. There we go. Look, we got all the things flopping up. Oh, it's damage. Probably shouldn't have took that way down, I guess. Well, I wrecked my gas tank, so I guess I'm gonna have to wind up going. You bought a big janitor supply box of toilet paper. You're still using it? 500 rolls. Holy moly! So you got lots of antiseptic and lots of toilet paper, eh? Brittany is the person we had to hope we weren't behind in line. There's a mission for a bridge. Probably grab that mission. Grab that mission. We work our way over to here, eh? Anyway, we're just trying to brainstorm for solutions for you. I mean, we don't want to see you with a hurt wrist. So step one would probably be to, maybe take a day or two off of, gaming if your wrists are hurting that bad. Like I'm not even talking about just today. I'm talking about probably tomorrow too. Because you don't want to mess up your wrists. Yeah, that's why you got to take a day off or two. If it just started at night, don't be pushing it. You'll regret it. I know what it's like to have hurt wrists. I had to wear a brace on my wrist there one time. It was starting to feel bad. It took like a week for it to get better. That was right around when I took all that time off of the stream. You know, I had to deal with house renovations, but my wrist was also hurting. Did you tell your foster family that your wrists are hurting? Probably let them know. Maybe they could pick you up one of those braces. You can get a brace, a wrist brace from the drugstore. That might alleviate a little bit of pain for you. There are different sizes too. Make sure you get a good one. Well, if it just started at night, then take the night off. You play way too many video games to damage your wrists. Because you don't use it for anything. What are you, a doctor or what? Well, if it's carpal tunnel, you know, it's probably from too much video games. And, you know, keep in mind, you know, I play a heck of a lot of video games, but you probably play more than I do. You know, like, I also have to use my wrist for mousing and stuff like that too at work. Hmm. This all those logs at the last second. I'm not gonna run those over. Stumps. Tree stumps. Here we go. Look at this track. Go investigate. What's going on over there? But you also use Joy-Cons, which is not great for you. Alexa, is Joy-Cons ergonomic friendly? Alexa, is the Nintendo Pro controller better for you than the Joy-Cons ergonomically? Said that it is more ergonomic. They're better than the Joy-Cons. You know, some people get carpal tunnel syndrome so bad they can't even wipe their butt after. You know, if your wrist is very, very sore from carpal, where it gets worse and worse, you gotta account for that. You know, the wrist is essential for that particular function. Although if you get a bidet, that would probably help. Even ESTA is against bidets, but you know. Joe Rogan swears by them, you know. Yeah, this is a pretty good path once you're on it. There's a thing up here, so maybe we can follow the tracks a little more. Maybe we'll go up this road because road probably will bring us a little closer. Man, I injured my shoulder back in 2022. I didn't rest it, and you're still paying. That's what happens with these things. That's what I was trying to let Stephanie know. You know, she's gotta. If it's hurting, that's your body telling you something. You know, don't go play Mario Party. It's not worth it. You know, get some extra rest. And when it feels better, play Mario Party next time. This is an exit. Pick it up there, though. Maybe this right here, eh? Granted, Stephanie doesn't listen to anything we say at all. So, call 811 on your phone and talk to a nurse practitioner, and they'll tell you. You catch it early. That's what you want to do. Because it'll get nasty bad. You know, it's not just, it might even feel a little better. It might even feel a little better tomorrow, but, you know, it'll keep kind of coming back, and it'll be worse over time. So you want to be very careful with that. Lovely and hot there. Well, that's good. It was rainy here a little bit. I didn't even go that far, and it was really, I was quite wet. Where's this tower at? There it is. Have you ever had any carpal tunnel, Esta? Upgrade location discovered. gas station there. Upgrade over there. No, never. Do you think we're blowing it out of proportion for Stephanie if she says her wrists are hurting really bad? That she should probably take a little break from video gaming?
You are our guest.
John, thank you for liking. Your bestie and she's having an operation? Oh, she's having surgery because of it? That sucks. I know somebody that had surgery because of carpal tunnel too. Go see the doctor. That'd be the best thing. Although it takes a while to go to the doctor. You don't have like a family doctor and stuff. Like, holy crap. You know, I don't want to sit in 6 hours in ER to go to the doctor either. So I don't blame her if and Stephanie doesn't even want to go see the dentist because she doesn't want to go indoors anywhere. And carpal tunnel is probably one she has to see them in person for. You get your teeth checked. It's the good thing to do. They detect a lot of crap. And if you can't afford it right now in Canada, there's that the Liberals just put in a thing that you can get free dental if you have under a certain income. So, you know, take advantage of that while it's there because they might lose the next election and then bang, the conservative government will pull that program right away. That's where they tend to cut is anything with that kind of expense, you know. What kind of government is in Australia right now? You get your teeth done every 6 months. That's good because there's a lot of things you can. Well, are they more like liberal or conservative kind of government right now? You know, like most countries tend to swing one way or the other. You know, they'll switch back and forth between the governments. Right now, where Canada's on a liberal kind of government, and you know, there's the conservative guys looking like he's gonna probably win. So then they're gonna cut any social programs, you know, healthcare, that kind of stuff. They try to cut as much as they can to save the monies. Oh, it looks deeper than I thought. Made it though. For the Americans, Joe Biden is more. I mean, they're kind of all center, really, but Joe Biden is more liberal, whereas you know Donald Trump is more conservative. But I don't really know what's in Australia for government. Either were good options. Well, there's certain things, right, that you know Republicans go for, and there's certain things that Democrats go for. Like Donald Trump kind of set you guys up. Nobody can get abortions in a lot of states now, even under like extreme circumstances. So it's putting a lot of people kind of at risk there. Like even if the mother's in danger, um, normally they would abort, for example. But some states don't allow that even. And they set that up. That was a long term plan, that one. So that's the thing. They're kind of concerned about that. That was the whole thing. Those judges, they promised they wouldn't do that, and they did it. So in Canada, they're a little bit worried about that as well. Or some people are. Some people don't care about women's rights. But yeah, the next thing they started going after in the states after they took away the abortion rights in a lot of these states was they started going after the in vitro fertilization. Like some states were actually outlawing that already. So I don't know. Kind of rough place for some people down there now. But where else have I not? I've uncovered everything, it looks like. Well, let's go this way. Yeah, what happens in the States too, Brittany, will impact Canada elections to a degree too, right? Because they see that stuff happening like that, and then it gets to the top of the mind, right? So it's beyond me why they put the candidates, the oldest candidates they could find up there, you know? They should just get it over with and put DeSantis against Gavin Newsom and give you guys some younger choices. Those guys both kind of represent the same things that the older versions represent, I think. I predict right now that Gavin Newsom will one day be president. And I imagine at some point Ron DeSantis will be president too. And those two will be duking it out till they're 90. Although maybe Ron DeSantis has kind of shot his shot, though. I don't know. He didn't seem very adaptable. It actually let me go to the next area. BRB. You never did answer my question, though. I'll just ask Alexa, I guess. Alexa, what type of government is in Australia? Your governor ran for president in 2020? Which one? We gotta follow the road and see what's up there. I wonder who Trump will have as his running mate. That'll be an interesting question. Might be Marco. Marco Rubio. Mark here. Jay Inslee? Did they announce it? Oh, that's your governor? I'm not really familiar with Jay Inslee. We don't get all the American stuff, just a lot of it. Some of it you don't hear until they're like kind of up there in the polls, you know. Did Alexa say that? I don't think she answered. Alexa, what government is in Australia in power? Alexa, is Australia considered conservative or liberal? Oh, he dropped off in the race. You know who they gotta get rid of is that I'm trying to get answers about Australia from Alexa because Esta wouldn't answer it. Esta's back. Welcome back. Yeah, I unlocked a lot there. Another bridge. Trailer in the river. He should not be allowed to run after what he did. You want to know what the Prime Minister? Who's the Prime Minister? Yeah, I want to know what way do they lean? What way is Australia leaning right now? Like for example, Boris in the UK, he's a conservative. I think Germany's kind of leaning a little bit more right these days. I don't know who their leader is at the moment. It used to be Merkel, but I don't know if she's the leader anymore. It looks like we got to fix a bridge. It's all on islands, it looks like. Out of nowhere.
You are our guest.
Hey, Joshua. Out of nowhere starts there, I guess. There's an upgrade right there. Grab the upgrade. We love upgrades. Another Albanese. That's their name? He's your prime minister? That's a weird name. Where if I can get down there? A bit of a dive, but be okay. How am I doing? I'm doing good, thanks. We're exploring Wisconsin right now. Hello, Wisconsin! I wonder if Stephanie enjoyed that show. Do you know what that's from, Stephanie? What show has that in their intro? Yo, hello, Wisconsin! Hanging out like we did last week. Something like that. Not a thing to do but talk to you. Ooh. Joshua knew. Esther knew too. Gotta get up there somehow. Have you ever watched that 70s show, Stephanie? Do you like that 90s show, Esta? There, we got the part. Go around here, maybe? I don't know if we can get up that part. Maybe up here. Car right there, you see that? Heck. You saw that show, you just didn't remember that Hello Wisconsin thing, I guess. Uh-oh, we're going over. Look how we landed, man. Wow. If there's anywhere we can... Just rolling around here. We're done rolling around. We'll just head up this road here, eh? Because it's the other way. What was the upgrade? That was just some piece. I don't know what it was for. But eventually, if I get the vehicle that it pertains to, then I'll have that option available. Are you going to be playing Mario Party at midnight as well, Joshua? Are we sleeping? So pretty much we got to go through the whole forest, it looks like. It's a repair job, eh? There's an upgrade over there, too. Oh, you don't play with anyone that... How do you know Joshua knows? You know, you'd be amazed at who some people knows. Stephanie's lying. She's not good. She said she's hurt. Her wrists are hurting bad enough that she that she's not even playing Disney Dreamlight. You know, because Disney Dreamlight is not very an intense. It's not really an intense game. That's how you know. She is. She's fibbing because you know, otherwise she'd be playing Dreamlight Valley. He doesn't come into your Twitch stream or stream. Yeah, but that doesn't mean he doesn't necessarily know them. I mean, it could have been ages ago. That doesn't work like that. Are you playing Dreamlight Valley now? I think you should really consider going to the doctor though and getting your wrist checked out. Or we fixed it a little bit. Maybe we should pull it out of here, eh? You're not playing, then you're not feeling better. Oh, I just damaged it again. I don't know if we can find a way to do the road here. That'd probably be a good spot. Disney is not calm for you. Do we play the same Dreamlight Valley game or what? What's not calm about it? Did they upgrade it that much Is it Esta? Is Disney Dreamlight Valley changed that much that it's not a calm game? Oh, I tipped it. Crap. You find it not calm? What do you do in it that's not calm? You know what's not a calm game is Mortal Kombat. Is not a calm game. But I mean, in Disney Dreamlight Valley, you just pick your tasks appropriately, and you know it's like the easiest you can. You don't have to even move your wrists. Like even this game, I'm not moving my wrists right now. Granted, I'm using a better controller than a Joy-Con too. So, there's that. I can't imagine playing Switch as much as you do and
You are our
using the
guest.
stupid Joy-Cons, man. Those things are ridiculous. Joe Armstrong, thank you for liking. You know how long it took me to go and buy a Nintendo Pro controller? I don't think I had that thing for 2 hours. Went straight back downtown and bought one. I might even bought it with the Nintendo. It was literally within hours. I wonder if I could fuel up from that. Look at that. Stephanie already reverted to advertising. That thing's leaking. It's not Yes, it is. That's advertising. Ugh, what do you call it? Advertising is putting out the word, telling them about other places. Now Joshua is gonna go there. He's never gonna come back. And it's all because of you. There we go. We got the truck there. That's not true. Well, hopefully you come back. Maybe you'll think that streamers are all those streamers are awesome, and you won't have time to watch. Like Stephanie, she doesn't have time to watch hardly ever now. She's all busy modding. Where is my guy over there? Gotta find a way over there. You know, like at midnight tonight, she's gonna be like, which is in like 20 minutes. She's gonna be saying BRB to go somewhere else. You know, she won't be watching because she'll be playing, even though she's got a hurt wrist. And we tried to warn her. It's good to take care of yourself. You know, you don't want to wind up damaging it. You know, your wrist is important. See, Brittany sees it as advertising too.
You are our guest.
Summit, thank you for liking. I wonder if I can squeeze through there or not. If I can get over the water somehow. You know, it's against the rules to promote here. And I have to get my mods to go after Stephanie for promoting. Oh wait, I have no mods. Well, technically, I disagree with that, Brittany. It's, you know, there's people that do that. They'll private message people, and you know they and then promote. That's still promoting. They're just doing it more sneakily, you know. Because there's people that come into streams and they, oh, I'm streaming right now and I'm live. You know, that's like blatant self promotion, even if they don't say anything. It's just underhand. It's even worse, I think, when they private message and then promote. You know. Yeah, but it's still promoting, right? So you know, say I go to Ninja's stream or something. I just, you know, pick somebody, right? If I go to Ninja's stream and then I send some people some secret messages as to some other streamer stream, you know, Ninja's not gonna like that because you know it's still trying to redirect your viewers, right? You know, is it any better if
You are our guest.
I say it straight out in the chat? Not really. I mean, that just means Ninja would be onto it quicker. I don't think I should try to cross when there's a big drop. So, in the sake of discussing what's promotion, I think it's the same thing. Have some light, man. Does that go down? Yeah, that looks like it's crossable. Like right now, Stephanie's probably private messaging Joshua. This streamer here, he's way better than Shakal. That's probably true, you know. I mean, I don't know. You guys kind of got the bottom of the barrel here. Hey, I discovered a new truck. Nice. Huh. There we go. We got a new international pay star. Looks like a garage even. What is it? Like some sort of conversion factory, I guess a steel rolling factory maybe? Like metal beams. There's another bridge that needs to be repaired. Another bridge there that needs to be repaired. It's like all the bridges are busted here in Wisconsin. You know, Joshua, you're going to be privy to some secrets here because Stephanie hasn't told me, she hasn't sent me a list of all her favorite streamers. Probably because I probably won't bother watching them. You know, so there's no point in advertising to me. Used to mod back in 2021. Be honest, I think modding is the biggest waste of time. Honestly, you know, I think it's I don't know. Like there's some people that pay their mods. That's probably not a waste of time as much. You know, like if you go to mod for Vosh, you know, you could make a good living off of it. But um you know, if they only have like, you know, a handful of viewers, they don't need mods. The reason they invite people to mod is because you know, it makes them more interested in hanging out. Stephanie's just a power collector. She likes to do mods for all these different streamers because it gives her power. Are you a mod somewhere, Joshua? I've had 300 people in my chat and it still didn't feel I needed a mod technically. Maybe more on Mixer because, you know, the people are more anonymous there, but they're only picking females. That's hilarious. I can only imagine why. You mod for Asylum Gaming. Hey, quit advertising. Didn't ask for names. Asylum Gaming. You're laughing at your own comment? What the heck? Alright, we got all the bridge missions. I don't know if we can make it across the water here anywhere. It looks pretty cavernous. Maybe over there somewhere, but I bet you it's deep. Yeah, the question was, are you modding somewhere, not who you modding for? Does this Asylum Gaming pay you? I'm trying to remember how much they get paid. Where is it? You paid by getting nasty pictures? You know, one day when Stephanie collects her all these different, she's moderator all these different places, she's probably gonna get paid by that too one day, because she keeps signing up to new ones all the time. Yeah, that sucks, eh? Why would they do that, eh? No, like there's like he has like channel editors and they get 80 grand a year for this one streamer. Like $80,000 American. You're back. And welcome back. Joshua was advertising while you were gone. While you were advertising to him. Yeah, Stephanie, you'll probably wind up getting that one day too. You know, you gotta watch out. You get be mods of a lot. You're gonna get be mod of somebody that is rude like that. Like Brittany encountered, got pictures of naked men. Bet you there's gonna be something here, eh? I'd like to know a way across this, but don't think I'm gonna get across that without a bridge. It's burn your eyes day. That's terrible. What do you get for being a mod to some weirdo? Out of curiosity, though, how long? How long did it take for them to make you a mod? Like, was it a long period or called you at 2 a.m. naked? That's terrible. The heck? Weirdo. A year, really? Huh. You'd think that, and he's probably doing it to everybody. You know, like you said, he was only getting female mods. There was a whole thing on Mixer, you know, right when it closed down. There was a lot of assault stuff reports happening. You know, because there's some real, you know, there's a lot of streamers that are kind of neurotic. I think that there's a lot of, they're not really good. A lot of them aren't very good socially, too. Can I get up here at all, do you think? Lucky you were not awake. So all I seen was my cat bum. There we go. This guy lives in a terrible place. The bridge is out. I hope that nobody else's streamers did that to them for being a mod in exchange for being a mod. Is there a log or something there? There's like a little fence board. Here's an upgrade piece. See what it says, Josh? It says it's like a raised suspension. And basically, if you have the right vehicle for that, which is shows the truck list. So if you get the Bore 455B, you got scared of him yelling at her for taking the phone. That's terrible. Did you, the guy you mod for, ever phone you naked, Josh? If he does, you know, tell him that's not right. Well, that's what ladies have to put up with sometimes, is there's, you know, weirdos, eh? You know, and it's bad for female streamers too. because you know, they got all these random perverts. Correction, no one that you mod for does that to you yet. You never know. Some of these ones you're brand new mod for. So you never know if you're going to run into that. Hopefully you don't. I'm sure that Brittany wasn't expecting that to happen. You reported them, that's good. And you blocked them. Where do they want this thing to go, I wonder. Deliver to Miller's house. Where on earth is Miller's house? Miller's house is over there. I don't know how to get to Miller's house. Doesn't look like the easiest task, that's for sure. Huh. Get it closer. What this trailer's doing over here. Maybe we should grab by the other end, eh? Yeah, people that do that kind of stuff are pretty manipulative too, you know? Well, I bet you Miller's house is up this road. That road? Alright. Yeah, places. Sorta. Can't unload it because I don't have a trailer hitch. That'll be an easy mission if I ever have a car up here. Wonder if I can get to that one. Or that one. I guess that adds an extra reason why some people might have mods, but a lot of times it's to encourage them to hang out extra. I guess I don't really fit there, eh? Well, hopefully we don't run out of gas before I get there. They seem to have picked a really rough route. Maybe we can go over that tree, eh? We're on the road again. Probably another broken bridge up there. I wouldn't be surprised. Another exit to the map here somewhere? Might be. Oh, we might be going somewhere. Who knows? Uh-oh, look at that. Well, there's a gateway. The Black Bridges Lake. Oh, that's the only 2 maps in this one, eh? Well, I wonder. Get to that one. Be easier just go up, eh? Hazardous cargo. I assume that way. Hey, Stephanie, are any of the streamers that you watch, are they female or are they mostly male? Or are they all male? Oh yeah, you watch some females, right? 'Cause I think the one I saw one time was a female on some sort of vacation once. Because I find there's a lot more male streamers on Twitch for some reason. Ones you mod for are male. That one streamer I saw that you were in the chat for, I think it was. I think that one was female. She was on some sort of cruise or something like that. You should mod for her. She already has mods. So you just mod for people when they don't have mods? Did you see Maverick was here yesterday briefly? Now we won't see him for another month. Oh, you said hi to him? Look, I'm going the right way. We want to get to that thing. It's up there. Do you think we can get up the side, or is there somewhere else some other way to get up that? Yeah, you could either probably come in right around here somewhere, maybe. Good call, eh? Sweet. I think I've unlocked the whole map. EG. Hey, Joshua, it's still here. You know, Joshua, I don't know. You know, I got a haircut and nobody even noticed for days. Do you notice? Be honest, I'm surprised Maverick's the one that usually notices. You noticed? How come you never said anything? It's like a bad haircut? That's usually when you know how they say if you don't have nothing nice to say, don't say nothing at all. Maybe that's what everybody noticed, but they just didn't say anything at all because they had nothing nice to say. No, it's not a bad haircut. I don't know. You would have said something though, I bet. Oh, there's still another tower over here, eh? How do I get over there? Obviously down this road. We have enough gas to get over there? Feed over the railway, maybe? Can't see my hair during the stream. When can you see it then? Okay, we'll drive up there. Turn around. It looks good. You can't even see it, you said. You probably... Did you see my panda mask? You can't see it during the stream because you have to look at the screen. That was Joshua's favorite mask, I think. Brittany's probably too. I mean, who doesn't appreciate a good panda mask? There's blood on the mouth and everything, you know. It was pretty fierce panda. I guess this railway can stop there. Gonna stop up here too, apparently. Oh, our gas tanks are starting to turn red. You want it to be daylight? There you go. Ooh, it's magic. I bet you can't even tell me what day that was. What day I got the haircut. Down to 46 liters of fuel. Can we get to the last Wednesday? No, I don't think it was Wednesday. Are you just like picking random days, or what's the logic behind that guess? You think it was like 6 days ago? 5 days ago? I found the lumber yard apparently. Probably go around it. 35 liters to get to that tower. Maybe we'll do it, maybe we won't. The road here might be a positive thing. I think if we go up here, we might be able to do it though. $29 liters. It's sort of rocky uphill here. $23 liters. We did it. We managed to get to the watchtower before we ran out of gas. There's a couple upgrade locations up here somewhere. One there. Fuel storage. Upgrade over there.
You are our guest.
I think I have enough gas to make it to either of them. Best shot is that one. Thank you for liking, much appreciated. Oh, that's not gonna help us. Maybe it will, I don't know. 16 liters. $13. 12. $10. 9. Got to the upgrade. Not getting anywhere else though. There we go. We got over there. Over there, man. It's a relatively close pull here. There's the tie, actually. That's what's up. I know. Yeah, we've uncovered most of this map. Like, almost looks like we got uncovered it all. And then if we go over to that map, Oh, we have to uncover this area. Kind of tough because it's like there's a garage here. Boy, I didn't unlock that garage. When you drive into them, it unlocks them. I got lots of fuel. We should go to Northbridge here. Needs metal beams. Although this thing's not carrying nothing because it's got no. I have to take a long trailer maybe. Excuse me. Wonder where the steel beams are. Oh, I need service parts as well. Over there. Am I all right? No, I'm not. Lots of metal rolls there. It does. There's a mission here, eh? I can't go on that one up there because look at it. If I can just climb up. Are you all right? I tried to help you as best I could. I suggested you called 811. Ask about that carpal tunnel stuff just to make sure. Uh-oh. Oh, we just missed the pole. Somebody's got to vote to break the tie here. What'd you vote for, Joshua? You voted yes to eat outside? Which one? No. There's a couple of yeses there. I think you're going on a lake. Camera angle, weird at camera angle at me. Camping? You prefer camping, eating out? Thumbs up. Look at me, I'm a train. Stephanie prefers patios. Do you like s'mores, Stephanie? I bet you Josh likes s'mores. Oh! Hanged up my car. You just got done having a few peanut butter and Nutella sandwiches. Nice. I like peanut butter and Nutella sandwiches. I haven't had Nutella in a long time, actually. It's been a while, but she's good. Caesar, thank you for sharing and liking.
You are our guest. Oh, not there. Okay, how about here? Ooh, that feels good.
We'll just follow the road up. Stephanie didn't answer that question. She must not like s'mores. Or has never had them. You love s'mores? Oh. You like them on the campfire? Do you guys have fire pits in your yard or anything? You're not allowed to have fire pits. Here. They, too many fires in BC. There's already a big one, eh? They evacuated Fort Nelson. See if we can unlock this garage. Do you like Nutella, Stephanie? Have you ever had Nutella and peanut butter? It's like a Reese's peanut butter cup almost. Oh, pole. There we go. I got her on the pole. Yeah, it's like super close to the pole. They're all within one vote of each other. Two of them are tied. There we go. Look at that. We discovered the garage. Well, we got a home base for that area. Go over here. Over here, I guess. If we can grab that upgrade, eh? E to grab the garages. Gives you a base out of that map, you know? And just mashed his picnic table. Like mashed potatoes, picnic table. Do you guys have picnic tables? Do you ever eat in your yard? Or have an umbrella set or anything like that? I have an umbrella set. You have barbecues, you know? Look at this bridge, eh? Haruki, thank you for liking or for following. Welcome to the Starbase.
You are our guest.
You are our guest. Thank you for liking as well. This is where all the logs are, I guess. Almost missed. What is the goal of this game? There's different things like missions that you do, like hauling stuff from one place to the other. Sometimes you gotta drag a car out of the water or whatever too. But basically you're kind of doing a lot of off-road stuff to try to get to things. So, you know, I'm right now I was just gonna grab this upgrade. There we go. But it's like, well, a lot of it is just figuring out your way to get to different places mostly. I think I'll go this way. See what's over here. Kind of exploring at the moment in that aspect, I guess. I haven't completely uncovered this particular map. Yeah, like sometimes you're hauling logs to places and sometimes you're hauling supplies. Sometimes you gotta bring generators to places, it looks like in this particular map they're saying. Sometimes you get stuck so badly that you gotta bring another truck out to help you get unstuck. Although this vehicle I'm in is a scouting vehicle. It's pretty good with the terrain no matter what. Plus it's like a lake. We're trying to figure out how to get to there. Gonna see what happens, I guess. Stuck in the swamp here. That's not too swampy, it's just like beach. Looks shallower over there. I'll follow this road right here. What do we find here? Another logging place? It gives you a lot of missions. We can try going up here. Big rock there. Oh! Damage. Anything I can grip in front of me? There we go. Ooh! Strangest things. We can get there. Go down this way, eh? Pretty thick right there, but we can get through the smaller stuff here. Is there any way I can get through that? We can get through here. Holy crap.
Our guest.
Big Dish, thank you for liking. Beastone's here. What's that say? Can someone read that for me? Is this small? That's the smallest writing ever. Hey kid, I see you're not from around here. It's good. My name is Carter. Sometimes fishy is going on. Something fishy is going on in this forest. I've seen a weird glow in the depth of the woods many a time. I think they're doing some prohibited experiment there. I've written down the coordinates of these places. You have to check them out. Ooh, we gotta find the suspicious activity. I guess that's why it's called the strangest things. I put my glasses on for that because it's tiny, but Far away are they? Kind of all over the place, eh? This one would be easiest to reach. Still driving through the mud a bit, but guy's too scared to look himself, so he's got to get me to do it. Heck? That is pretty strange. It's like weird mushrooms, eh? Okay, we got to go up here too.
You are our guest.
There. Well, thank you for liking. Think it's aliens, man? Weird mushrooms here too. All right, what does it say now? Nothing unusual here except for hordes of huge mushrooms in the hills. You wonder how long they've been growing here. Carter left you money in an envelope and vanished. There you go. We solved the mystery of the strangest things. We're in the middle of a dang bush. We should go grab this mission if we can. At least to get it onto our mission log. Maybe it'll be a new truck, eh? Wants those delivered to the hangar? Like the easiest route to get there, that's for sure. What you do? Get it up onto that road. Once North Bridge is there, then you get it over there. I don't think I can do that totally right now, anyway. Well, maybe, I guess. You could bring it that way. Partway up anyway. Take the trailer. Makes it hard to drag when it's on its side, eh? But pass me. That's the rolled steel factory. I guess that's probably where you get the steel rolls from. Then you got to bring them to make them into beams. All right. Truck's not going to be stuck for long here. Except for the part where the bridge is knocked out, but hey Charlotte, how are you? Welcome. Is this your new account?
You are our guest.
Thank you for liking. Hope things have been well for you for the last while since we last saw you. Had some ups and downs. Well, that's how it always goes, right? There we go. We got this to where we want it. Got to fix that bridge though. Esther said that. I mentioned that we didn't see you for a while, that's for sure. Ugh. When were you talking to Esther? Alright. We gotta drop them off in there afterwards, but no way to get over there right now. The bridge is broken. How's my side of Canada? Right now, it's okay, but their fires are starting. So, like, Fort Nelson got evacuated. That's pretty far from here, but you don't like seeing anybody having to get evacuated. How's wherever you are? The main thing we got to work on is this bridge mission here. North Bridge, that's the one we want. They need metal beams. Gotta get truck. Gotta fix the wooden bridge as well. Rolled steel factory, but I think the rolled steel factory doesn't have metal beams in it. It's a high literally. Ah, is it cold there? There's a wooden bridge there. Maybe this large pipe can be used, I guess. 2 hours from landing. Oh, okay. So you're flying somewhere right now. Well, even though you just stopped in just now, I gotta go to bed, so you know how it is, middle of the week. You just kind of came in at the tail end there. I was just wrapping up that one mission. Um, Flying back home. There you go. Well, hopefully your flight was a good one and will continue to be a good one. Are you flying on a Boeing? You got to be careful of those. Um, so I'll thank everybody here for sharing. Much appreciated. Following those who followed, those who chatted, participated in the poll, liked. Most recent chatters being Charlotte, Stephanie, Josh, Haruki. Oh, it's an Airbus. Oh, there you go. It's good because I'd probably stay away from the Boeings for now. You got a bit of a bad rep happening. You have 10 whistleblowers. M1, thank you for becoming a follower. They have 10 whistleblowers right now, and that's in addition to the 2 that died. So there you go. Do you like eating outside? 50% said no. 25% said yes, especially camping and picnics or picnics. 25% said yes, especially on outdoor patios. So I guess that means 50% of people don't like eating outside, 50% do. You did fly on a 737? Those are supposed to be the worst ones, so I'm glad you're okay. Poll results. Although I guess most of the time they're okay, but you got a little bit of a bad rap recently. So anyway, if you haven't followed yet, make sure you follow. And check out my YouTube as well if you get a chance, everybody. No, the whistleblowers are on all sorts of things. They have quality issues all over the place. So the maxes are the ones that are, bad, but yeah, the 737 Max, they lost a lot, but there's one that lost a wheel the other day. There's one that engine had a problem because they're not doing a good quality job. I think that ties back all the way to when they merged with that other company, because they Boeing used to really stand for quality, but once they merged that other um plane, yeah, the Maxes got grounded, but there was a couple other planes that had some quality issues. But yeah, the 737 had a door blown off. That was a Max. But anyway, I'd probably be careful of them. They have a lot of whistleblowers coming out right now saying how bad quality inspections are. They pressured their workers that inspect it into passing things. Oh, if you have the choice, pick the other plane. Have a good night, though. I hope you land well.